During your training at the Academy of Global Governance, you were speaking about the public-private partnership with special reference to investment in infrastructure. And you mentioned a lot of challenges and risks which are in this type of contracts. Can you tell if anyone nowadays comes out more intensively, and which one is the most, if there is a challenge, maybe
right.
not, but if there is one which is more important than the others?
Right. I think we've seen that PPPs, while they have great promise for promoting investment in infrastructure, that there are a number of challenges that have arisen over probably the past decade and a half of experience with them. And in particular, I would say the impact that investment treaties might have on the nature of rights and obligations under the PPP contracts, where it can change the scope of property rights and the nature of dispute settlement.
You also involve the people attending the training, asking them to comment on cases, and you asked specific questions. You gave them a number of cases, and they divided themselves in group, and then you asked specific questions. How do you think they reacted? Do you think this has been a successful exercise?
I think it was successful. I mean, I think the reason that I chose this exercise, the issue was to look at investor-state contracts and see what types of government actions interfering with those contracts, interfering with the performance of it, might trigger liability and might not. And I was surprised to find that there were a number of groups that took a notion of liability that is fairly consistent with what we're seeing in some of the investment arbitration cases, and also referencing some of the investment arbitration awards to date. So I think it really evidences the extent to which that whole area of law is